David knew he was young and a whole lot smaller than Goliath. But David also knew that God was a whole lot bigger and stronger than any giant. So holding his sling, David picked up some rocks and ran toward Goliath. Goliath laughed, a very mean laugh at David. "You're just a boy. You can't win." David said, "You're wrong. God is with me, and he will help me, and he will help me beat you." With his sling, David hurled a rock at Goliath as hard as he could. Wham! The rock hit the giant in the head, and Goliath fell. With God's help, David won the fight. The people of Israel cheered. They were safe because David was brave and because he trusted God. Today we're talking about fear. I think David probably had some fear as he looked up at this big giant. And right now in our lives, we might be facing some big giants, some fears that maybe we haven't had before. I know in my house right now, my little guy Bennett, he's 4. He's been having some fears. He's been worried about some things lately that I haven't heard him be worried about before. And yet this is a time that we can trust in God like David did. David trusted in God and knew that God is bigger than any giant. God is bigger than any problem that we face. We can trust in him. This verse, Isaiah 41:10, is our school verse this year. This was our theme verse on our spirit church that we had this year. And I think it was very appropriate that God put this verse on our hearts as we have faced some giants. Isaiah 41:10 says this, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will hold on to you with my righteous right hand." Today on your Bible page, you have this. This is a code for you. So you'll use this code to find, to discover the truth about God from Isaiah 41:10 that I just read to you. Remember, we don't need to be afraid, but we can trust in God. Here it has a question for us. Who alone can take away our fears? God. God alone can take away the fears that we have. We can call out to him, and he will take away those fears. I think this goes beautifully with our verse this week. Remember, we are learning the Psalm 23, all of it, but we're breaking it up in little pieces. And I think this piece is perfect for the story of David. Remember, too, that David was a shepherd. And so he took care of the sheep. And the shepherd has a rod, a staff, and that takes care of, provides comfort, and protects the sheep. And here I see in our verse, Psalm 23:4, you will say this verse to me on Friday. But it says this, "Even though I walk," so you can use your hands like this, ready? "Even though I walk," and I like to use for dark, "through the darkest valley." Let's do it together, ready? "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Psalm 23:4. Let's do it again, ready? "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Boys and girls, this is true. We can go through some hard times, some dark times, but we can trust that God is our good shepherd, and his rod and his staff, they will comfort us, and we can trust in him. We can trust in the name of the Lord our God. All right, take a picture of your Bible page today and upload that for me for your Bible page. And then keep practicing your Psalm 23:4. You will recite that to me for a grade on Friday. I love you, A3. Fear not. God is with us.